have said when your arm went down with hate? It was tired. Yeah. Oh, my arm's tired. That's why it didn't work. So this is the second trick that we're teaching you. And please, if you do this, and we encourage you to do this, especially with youth, do it in this order because they won't be able to use the excuse that their arm is tired. Now, let's take a look at do it and let's do it. What's that about?
One's kind of order.
Yeah. Yes, one's an order, one's a command. Which one is the command?
Do it.
Do it. Do it. And the other one, let's do it.
Together.
Support together. What are the virtues of let's do itness? Unity. Teamwork. Cooperation. When you think of the stick and the bundle of sticks, we're stronger when we're together. So in real world application, if we want to get cooperation, then if we say let's, then probably the buy-in will be stronger. Yes. Now, there's other pieces to this. If I'm going to be dissing you and saying some unkind things, who am I harming?
Both.
Myself and the other person. But what if I'm picking on Netta right here? Do you mind if I pick on you?
No,
I really won't. So I'll give you a hug instead. So I just gave her a hug. That didn't offend anybody, right? You kind of like, oh, thank goodness she didn't go after. I didn't even say anything to Netta. But did you all kind of get a little bit nervous about what I was going to say? Okay, yeah. So when we say things and there are people in our energy field, even if we're not talking directly to them, we can take them out. Have you ever had the experience, somebody walks in the room and you're like, oh, the sun just came in? Yeah. And then somebody else has walked into the room, oh my God. And the moon has come in, and I was being tactful, right? It's that energy. So we have a choice. Virtues are high vibration words, and when we choose to use them, it really changes everything. Not just our language, but our lens, the way that we see the world. And one of the ways that we can learn how to speak the language of virtues and what they really mean is by doing a virtues pick. And we're going to do that in a little bit. We have cards, and you all will be getting virtues cards actually at your centers and the places where you work. Because I'm a recovering kindergarten teacher, when I first, so you can take the kindergarten teacher out of the classroom, you can take the classroom out of the kindergarten teacher, and I've taught other grade levels as well. But when you're 5, 1 1/2, and you squeak, you get the kindergarten gig, right? So when I first saw these, I thought, oh my gosh, they're flashcards. I need to memorize them. Not true. They are, again, invitations or affirmations. What are they?
Invitations or affirmations.
So on a daily basis, to read one and say, oh, got it. I could work harder on this. And that's how we not build only our vocabulary, but build a sense of who we are and how we see each other. And you're thinking, but I want them now, right? Everybody have access to the internet somewhere? Good. You do have access to them. So if you go to virtuesproject.com, there are several different kinds of cards. There are reflection cards, which are more personal development. There are the educator's cards that don't have any quotes or religiosity, kosher for public school use. There are family cards and communities of faith cards, Native Americans, different other kinds of religions, where you can get quotes from different cultures. So on each page, see where it says do a virtues tip? If I click, a virtues card comes up. And it comes up randomly. And this is where you can get access to them. You guys good with that? What's the URL? Virtuesproject.com. And I encourage you to explore more. There's so many things on here. And actually, I'm going to give you guys a bonus because I see how invested you are in personal development and how strong this work is resonating with you. This is something called a 5-card spread. I'm not going to go over it, but if you click on it, it gives you the directions, and you can just have an issue. You know, what's the best way for me to reach a certain child, let's say. And you can then click on each of these links, and it will
moment, you'll see on how to speak the language of the virtues. And there's usually